I mean, for real, who are you gonna call? Can you hear me? Because I can't hear me. I think I need to start over. Let's check. Oh, good, you can hear me. I didn't think that I pressed the right button, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just start over again. Hey there, my name is Jenna. It is Saturday, September 4th. This is 11:11 with Jenna. Saturday night in the house, in the kitchen. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Really, what is going on? Well, I'm here every day at 11:11 a.m. and again at 11:11 p.m. 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week, right here on Facebook Live. And if you are watching me on YouTube, you're watching one of the 970 some shows or 60 some shows. I don't know, William knows how many shows we've done thus far, but we've done a lot, and they are all magically, gracefully placed on YouTube. Thank you, William D. Lindemann. And you can watch them all day, all night for hours and hours and hours. But I don't know, I'd get a little bored with that. Anyway, that's what's happening here. More importantly, what's happening still, because it's 11:13 p.m. It's Rob Morocco's birthday. Do 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 do. Rob Morocco, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Rob Morocco, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Rob Morocco. Happy birthday, Rob. I know you were tiling today. That seemed like a fun thing to do on your birthday. I hope you got a really great cake. And if you didn't get cake, that you got a crepe with some Nutella in it. Anyway, happy birthday. It's also Corinne's birthday. Happy birthday, Corinne. Wherever you are, out somewhere doing something fun, I'm sure. Hey, Carl Hess, who is here anyway? It's a good day to be born. Almost missed your show. Was watching Allman Brothers 40th on YouTube. Very cool. Hey, Melanie D, Michael Keel, how you feeling? Patty Lohman, William D. What's going on? It is Saturday night, and what's better to do on a Saturday night than, ladies and gentlemen, one more Saturday night. One more Saturday night. Do, 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 do. There he is. Ha! Woo! Chocolate fudge cake. Oh my goodness. That sounds awesome. I don't think I've ever even had chocolate fudge cake. That sounds so good. Hello, Gary Lambert. Please scratch Mary. Nice shirt.
Well, hi.
Hi there.
Nice mask too. See?
Really? Ooh, ooh, that's a groovy one. Did they send that to you in the mail?
You know, a friend of mine in Chicago made this for me, named Jenny, and it's reversible, and the other side is these really groovy. I think it was like from a bedspread from a kid's room, and it's like all these like old style baseball scenes.
Cool.
So Jenny knows what's true to my heart. You know?
I was gonna say, she custom made that for you, didn't she?
Indeed. So hi.
Hi, you're in the groovy train station.
Yes, beautiful Union Station designed by Cass Gilbert in New Haven. I'll give the somewhat more grand view of it. Found myself in New Haven quite on the spur of the moment again, and really glad I came.
How was the show?
It was sensational. You know, it's been very ironically, I've been covering all these Dead and Company shows without going to the shows. And this was the one of very few Saturdays that Dead and Company are not playing on the tour. They usually play Saturdays, but the way the schedule fell. So it was
You
one
got the
less,
night off.
it was one less Saturday night.
One less Saturday night, but one more Saturday night on 11/11 with Jenna.
That's right. And I had the day free, and we actually had Joe Russo as our guest on the halftime show yesterday, and it's always great to see Joe and always great to talk to him. And I hadn't seen his band in a while, and they're just getting back into playing, and they were finishing up this summer residency at this place, the Westville Music Bowl, this really wonderful venue up here. And I just started getting this urge to maybe come up, and I told Joe, maybe I'll come up, and he said, well, I'll take care of you. And then this morning I woke up, and I've been working on all these Dead and Company shows, and it's been a pretty hectic few weeks. And I said, I have a Saturday off. And I saw the responsible adult version of me staring me down in the mirror and saying, you're not going to New Haven. You are going to take this rare Saturday off and rest and resuscitate and be a regular person. And I gave it serious thought. And then I told the responsible adult version of me to get lost because I was going to New Haven.
Good on you, brother.
Yeah, and it rejuvenated me. I was exhausted at the start of today because I really haven't gotten a lot of sleep these last couple of weeks. And then, I thought, oh, maybe I'll sleep on the train on the way up. I slept maybe 5 minutes on the train. Got to New Haven, walked to Modern a Pizza on State Street.
Photo.
Oh, sausage and mushrooms. Oh, I mean, no sausage and peppers. Excuse me. Oh boy. One of my two favorite.
Busy?
It was busy. It's not as busy as Frank Pepe's, which is the most famous place. That's one of the two places on Worcester Street, and that's where all the tourists line up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Modern is more, or at least better known to the locals. There's a lot of families there, and it's really cool, very cozy place, really nice people. I've been going there for years, and they never let me down, and they didn't let me down today, and it was so good.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So did you have a pie and a
Yeah,
beer,
small pie.
pie and a soda, pie and
Pie and cream soda. There's this brand of soda that is particular to New Haven or somewhere else in Connecticut. It's called like Foxton Hall or something like that. And that's the only soda they serve. They have, they have a cola, they have a cream soda, they have root beer, birch beer, and that's what I had. I had the cream soda.
how lovely.
Went very nicely with the pizza, and then I got over to the venue, and Joe had taken care of me real well. I had the general admission field thing with the wristband, so I could roam freely, and ran into a bunch of old friends, and it was just the perfect thing for me to do today.
Now, are they pretty COVID sensitive as far as backstage and such?
Yeah, I couldn't socialize with the band at all. There's like no after show hang, and the venue is checking vax or proof of negative test. And it's really interesting, when they started this venue, they had the seating on the floor was like, they had these pods of 4 seats together.
Was this inside?
No.
Okay.
This is like a small like tennis stadium.
This is where you were a couple weeks ago, a few weeks
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same
Except
when I was on the show last time.
Wasn't as wet.
Well, no, the one I went to wasn't wet. The Wilco show I went to.
Oh, the
wet.
Wilco. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That was also at a tennis stadium, but so easy to get confused. I've been to a lot of tennis stadiums without seeing any tennis this year. So, and weirdly enough, the U.S. Open is just a few minutes from me, so I could go see tennis. But anyway, so they started out the season with these little pods of 4 seats, And the people who bought the 4 seats all had to be together. They weren't selling individual seats. You had to buy a pod of 4, which meant you were going to the shows with people you know who have been vaccinated and who had been tested negatively and all that. And the pods were distant from each other. But as the season went on, they took those pods out. They took the seats out, but people were honoring the distance anyway. It was really cool. Like they had a general admission floor situation, but no one was like cramming towards the front of the stage. They sold few enough tickets deliberately so that everyone had room. And so it was socially distanced by personal responsibility, which I thought was really cool. You know?
So people were like in their pod, but they were.
No, they eliminated the pods completely. It was just an open, AstroTurf field,
And people were just kind of doing whatever.
People were dancing, people were jumping around, and people who were together were closer together, but everyone gave each other space. It was really, really impressive.
No
And
big circles on the ground or anything like that.
no mosh pit, no dog piles. So listen, my train is in about 10 minutes. I want to try an experiment.
Okay.
Because you already know what I had for lunch. It's been depicted. So what I'm going to do is actually walk to the platform through the station. This is like on the spot journalism. And there's a point where I go downstairs, on the escalator. The signal might get a little weak. If we lose each other, I'll jump back on. If we don't lose each other, it'll be spectacular. Because I'm going to go up to the platform and go way to the front of the platform, because that's where I want to get off the train at Grand Central, because that's where the waiting room is. And so you're going to see this part of my journey. And, maybe I'll even get on the train while I'm still talking to you. And we'll see if if we can stay on after it starts moving. So it's a little adventure.
I'm digging it.
It's 11:11 on tour. So I'm getting on the escalator now.
Whoa, this is a first. There has not been an escalator on 11:11.
See, always innovating. It's a thrill ride. Okay, we're working.
Still working.
Still working.
Still going.
Still working so far. I'm going through the automatic doors. They opened. I'm underground.
I love you. This is great.
I'm in this tunnel. It looks very much like a 60s airport terminal. You see this tunnel?
Oh, yeah.
Very 60s airport terminal.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because it's upstairs. It's a very old, probably turn of the 20th century train station. And down here, they've got this, like something from the New York World's Fair or something. So let's see. I'm looking for track 6, 1 and 3.
I love it.
This is really fun. This is an action movie. Oh, track 8. That's what it says.
Now you're going to go to Grand Central from here?
Uh-huh. And then I hop a subway home. It'll be a pretty late night. But it's so much more fun than driving.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I'm going up the stairs again, and I think the reception on the platform should be very good, because I was getting
lovely. I'm digging it.
Yeah, this is the 11:11 travelogue. And I'm a big advocate of train travel, so I think this is very important. This is advocacy. Yep, coming up to the platform. Well, the train's already here. That's cool. I can talk to you from on the train.
You're gonna get on the
There
train.
it is. See that?
I haven't been on a train. Oh, he's getting on a train, everybody. This is so exciting.
Yeah.
And you're pretty much the only person in the train station.
Oh, no, there are others. There are others. You can see people down there. the people right behind me.
I didn't know anything about that, Carl.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't see the comments since I'm on a Zoom on a phone.
Well,
So
it's Rob Morocco's birthday, so we're having one more Saturday night birthday party, Rob Morocco style, with Gary Lambert giving us a tour.
happy birthday, Rob. Actually, the train is here, but the train doors are not open yet. So I'm not getting on just yet.
And you
And
are outside?
yes, now I'm outside on the platform. And if you need an identifier for where I am,
Yeah,
look,
all of
everybody, it's New Haven.
oh, oh, it's magic, you know.
It's pretty magic.
That's really cool, Gary. So cool. I can't even. I'm giddy right now.
It's pretty giddy. I'm really excited that this works because I thought when we did it last time, I had to go to the bathroom and I had to jump off early. Now I can be on for as long as I possibly can. I think the moment I'll probably have to say goodbye unless the train starts moving and reception goes away. When the conductor comes to scan my ticket is on my phone. So,
Oh.
but I wonder, can I multitask? Can I leave the page and still have you see me?
Well, it's interesting
I
because
mean,
you're on Zoom.
yeah, I won't leave the meeting. I'll just swipe the page over.
Right. So you might still be there.
I mean, you might lose me visually for a moment.
You could check right now if you want.
Let me see. Let me try that. And if you lose me, we'll just reconnect.
Okay.
Okay. And you can entertain the folks. You're
I
a
don't
pro.
really know what to say. What do I do? What
I
did
don't know,
you
but
do here on 11/11? What did
uh,
I made the best sandwich tonight. Oh my
oh
goodness.
my God. Well,
I
let me try this. Let's test this now. Let
okay.
me swipe this over. If you
Wiping.
lose me, I'll reconnect.
I had this vegan um, bacon that's
Uh-huh.
made in you, so we can still hear you.
But you
We,
can't see me.
I can see your photo. Let's see if I do this. Here, I'll go like this right now. I'll go to gallery, and it's just me in gallery. Just this epic sandwich, you guys. Oh, sharp cheddar cheese, a little bit of avocado, red onion, this vegan bacon. It was so good on gluten-free bread. I just kept looking at my mom going, this is the best sandwich. So you did it. You were just, you just, you could,
Yes, you'll
you could
so
hear me.
okay, yeah, and you'll see my icon
I
when
couldn't even see your icon. Your icon even went away for a little bit.
okay, but so if the conductor asks to scan my ticket, all I will have to do is swipe over to the ticket,
So cool.
continue. This is magnificent. This is
It
like
is.
this is incredibly thrilling.
You're mastering something on Zoom that I haven't done, and I need to get Zoom. Oh, it's really good. It's really good. I've never tried to do Zoom on my phone anyway, I don't think.
Yeah, yeah. So you
Oh,
see
yes,
all
I
the
have. I've done Zoom on my phone, and I think I even did Zoom on the show once on my phone, but I think there was something crunchy about it. I can't
okay.
remember the whole thing. Julie
All right.
Lou's, Julie's in Dinky Creek. We're coast to coast and in cabins in Canada. All kinds of things happening here tonight on 11/11.
And I can do some groovy camera work, show you more of the train
Show
car,
us the
you know.
train. Hold on, let me put you back on speaker. Oh, it
See?
was so good.
Yeah.
So
Eyes
good. And
out
I
the
bought
window. See,
I bought
there's the old station building. This
ooh,
is
look at
I'm
those
so
chairs. They're beautiful.
yeah, yeah. I'm so excited by this. This is
So
real.
how was the show?
The show was fantastic. This being the last show of this several month residency they were doing at the Westville Music Bowl, which they really came to love as a venue. They just let it all hang out. And really cool thing about they're definitely not Grateful Dead literalists. They do all kinds of beautiful, strange things with the music, but then they throw in stuff that has nothing to do with the Grateful. Like they did a medley tonight of Comfortably Numb and Morning Dew. That was the climax of the show, and it was absolutely spectacular. And they just played the hell out of everything. And it's really interesting, I just saw on Thursday and Friday. Oh, you hear the announcement?
What they say?
They're saying where the next stop is going to be, you know? Where
Ed Weil is wondering if you went for food before or after. So I answered him. I said earlier,
yes,
just because you're on the train and you can't do that right now.
right.
Hey, Boston, Del Winniker's here. Metzger's here. Jeff watched the show tonight. Yeah, those chairs are really comfy. I'd fall asleep in one of those chairs.
Yeah, this is great. This is a very comfy train. Metro North is pretty cool. They upgraded.
Yeah,
They're for a commuter line like this. They do a pretty good job. I've always had good experiences.
I had a very close friend that had his own train car on the Metro.
Wow, wow.
And so I used to when I would go to Connecticut, I would, or different places, I could go on his train car.
God, like that goes back. That goes back to the days of the Vanderbilt family.
It
That's incredible.
It was really crazy. The first time he's like, "Yeah, take my train car." I go, "What? Take your train car? What does that exactly mean?" You go down and go to Grand Central and you tell them this and you show them this and they'll take you to my train car. I had a whole train car on the train car. This was pre, any of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah,
I'm using headphones right now with a cable.
Yeah. I decided that would work better than the earbuds in this environment. It just seems to me the input into the earbuds, I think, in applications like this is not as good. When I'm talking, what you hear through the earbuds is not as good as it is through the wired thing with this microphone built in.
Oh, okay.
That's my sense anyway. When I talk to you on my computer, I have the earbuds as my input. I'm hearing you through my earbuds, but I'm talking to you through that really nice Shure microphone. So I come out nice and clear.
And I still haven't figured out how to use the earbuds on the show and use my sound effects at the same time.
I think you have to use the earbuds only as your audio output. Listen with the earbuds, but use an external microphone or the computer microphone. You're in a Mac, right?
Right.
Go to System Preferences, and then go to Sound. And you set your earbuds as output. That's what you're hearing. And as input, you set either your external mic or the computer's mic.
But see, the music that I play, like this stuff,
it comes out the computer speaker. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my laptop. It's on the desktop.
Oh, I thought that was from another audio source.
It's from my laptop.
Okay, I think that'll still. Oh, yeah, that's right. So if you play that, it'll cut off because you're hearing it. Your audio is coming out of the earbuds. Yeah, that won't work.
But see, I kind of thought, but I wasn't for sure. So thank you. You confirmed that. Now, how long is this ride for you?
I think it's about 2.5 hours. It's probably about an hour longer than driving, but it's so much more relaxing and
Yeah, it's great. I used to go, and then I would go to help me. What's the name of the Irish bar? The name of da-da-da and da-da-da. Da-da and da-da. In the 40s.
I know what you're talking about, and I'm blanking on it too.
My friend Patty's the bartender there, and he also could ride on that same train car.
Wow.
Oh, that's loud and high pitched.
Mm-hmm.
So who's on your show tomorrow? Speaking of shows.
This is a first also for this tour. David and I are doing our radio show, and then about 45 minutes later, we jump onto the webcast of the concert from Hartford.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And our guest tomorrow on that thing, we're not bothering too much with guests on the radio show because it's so complicated booking guests for the radio show and the webcast. So we're just taking calls from listeners. And because the tour is going so well, the listeners have plenty to talk about. it's been really enthusiastic and great, and the band is playing so well. The people are just very psyched. So that's exciting. Yeah. So tomorrow we have Aaron Magner, who's one of the founders of the Disco Biscuits,
Oh
but
yeah.
he's now in Billy and the Kids with Kreutzmann and Tom Hamilton and that whole gang. And we last night we had Joe Russo, which was great, because he's like a very dear friend and such a cool guy to talk music with. And just being connected to the Grateful Dead has just transformed his life in all these ways he never could have expected, because he wasn't into the Dead until Phil asked him to join Further.
Crazy.
He's like a jazz player and plays
Yeah.
like weird experimental rock, but he just understands innately how to improvise in this context. And it's weird. Thursday seems so long ago that I'm blanking on who we had as a guest. It'll come back to me. I feel a little embarrassed because it was someone really cool, but it's like Thursday 2 days ago just seems like a little eternity. I know. We had Mark Pincus, who was the president of Rhino Records.
Oh wow.
So the guy responsible for this incredible, like the last 20 years of amazing Grateful Dead archival reissues and box sets. And, he's really revitalized the vault and all that stuff. So he's a great person. He was great to talk about. And the amazing thing is he was a Deadhead long before he got the job with Rhino. And then the Dead signed with Rhino to handle their catalog. So it was just the perfect fit.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And he's a great guy and a good friend. So yeah, it's been all the interviews have been great. I guess the last one before that was Brantford, who I already talked to you about, because that was last Saturday. And then the band took 4 days off, which was rare, but they had a little break in the tour. So it's just been
And everyone's
wild.
doing great.
Everyone's doing great. The band is playing great. They all seem to be digging each other. They're in this very unusual touring mode where it's just inherently focused on the music. There's no backstage schmoozing. There's no partying after the show. They don't go back to the hotel and hang out in the bar, which is like a great Grateful Dead tradition. They go to their rooms and they stay in their rooms, and anything they need is delivered to them. So they're very isolated, but it's also all they think about now is the music, and it's great, and it makes the music great. So it's pretty wild. I think other people might. Huh?
I'm sure it's making, I mean, it's changing the music. It's making, I don't know if it's making it better in different ways, but it's changing how they and their time on the road.
Yeah, and I think it also enhances the gratitude for the music, because they're back to it now and they're really touring, and so like everyone I know who's back to playing music now, they're just feeling it so deeply because having been deprived of it, and the audiences are that way too.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I have a gig with the Charmers on Saturday afternoon, actually. We're playing at Sam's at the back room. Mm-hmm. And so it's exciting to do an afternoon show in Berkeley, which will be a whole different kind of energy. But
oh yeah, how long are you going to be in Berkeley?
How long
are you going to be in Berkeley?
I fly in on Thursday. I was going to leave tomorrow, but I changed my ticket. I decided to wait a little bit longer. I've kind of had a tough week, so I'm taking some time, and I'm going to fly it back on Thursday into the city. And then Friday night, I'm going to see Jackson Browne.
Oh, wonderful. There's a cool thing about Jackson. Like, our world has sort of infiltrated his or merged with his, because his band now, Greg Lease, the great steel guitar player who's with Charles Lloyd and played with Joni, he's been with Jackson for some time now. Yeah. And he's in Wolf Bros with Bobby and Don Was and Jay. And Jackson just hired as his keyboard guy Jason Crosby, who's, longtime Phil associate, Phil and Friends, and the Terrapin Family Band. And Jackson also just hired as his opening act Leslie Mendelson.
I know.
Singer-songwriter who I just adore. And she actually sings a duet with him on his new album. They co-wrote a song. And so this is an incredible break for her. So yeah, I think Leslie is open in the West Coast states. Yeah. Is he playing the Greek or
it's
where?
In Napa.
Okay, cool.
Gonna go take a nap in Napa.
Well, I'd love to see. It's been too long since I've seen Jackson. The new album is really good. Really,
I've
really good.
heard parts of it. I've seen him a couple of, last time I saw him was with James Taylor and they played
Uh-huh.
at Wrigley Field, which was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
he toured with James again. The first leg of this tour was with James. They just finished with James, and now Jackson's going out on his own.
oh, that was
Uh, yeah, that was a real train horn. So we are now moving, which means if the signal gets wonky, we'll know why. But so far it's working, or is it?
it's working.
Oh, good.
I'm just messaging. I'm answering what people are there's
Okay.
lots of
You can
conversations going on in different places.
okay. You can see us pulling into West Haven now.
Band is playing great, Jeff Metzger says.
Yeah.
Ooh, look, pretty.
Yeah.
Well, if
West.
you and David are looking for anybody to fill in on the show or interview, I'm always available.
All right. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a process of consultation that involves the band management and the Nugs.net executive. I lost the last thing you said.
I'm here.
Okay, I didn't hear the last. Your lips were moving, but I didn't hear you. Yeah, we actually we are booking people kind of on the fly, and you are in our mind, but we our priorities are dictated by what. Oh, sorry, I have to have my ticket scanned. I'll
Okay,
be right back.
and the ticket. This is so exciting. You guys, this is live, happening live here on 11:11 with Jenna. Share the show with your friends. Tell your friends about the show. Gary Lambert in the house. Gary Lambert in the train. Gary Lambert. Yeah, I'm just writing this now. Bert on the train. Is he in the train? He's in the train. In the train. So, how's the party going? Rob Morocco. Chicken marsala. Jeff's making you chicken marsala unless in LA, in Southern California, not LA, I know, Orange County. How was your drive back, Jeff? Patty's probably making something really good. Do you have any more of that margarita stuff, Patty? The pink margarita stuff? And Carl, I did not see the crowd today, but I know that there was a big party down in Benton Harbor this evening too, on the train. I thought in the train, but he's in it. He's not on top of it. He's on it. He's in it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he is. Oxbow Napa. Remind me to tell you the story of Jackson Brown to do a fundraiser for Barbara Boxer in the backyard in Laguna Beach. Jackson's done a lot of cool stuff like that. More traffic on way back. All good. Rug looks beautiful. It looks great. I just added beautiful. I know I'm on the train. I knew that. Oh, so he did. He's reconnecting now. Reconnecting. Reconnecting. I feel like I should put a mask on while I'm speaking with you.
It's okay. It's all right. You're sitting still. There are no other people.
I had watermelon today too. And I bought this new lip gloss from these two young, beautiful beings today. It's called NS Cosmetics. Keep it simple. And they're going to be on the show. Can't wait.
Now, I think last week I had just recently made watermelon and tomato salad.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
I made watermelon tomato salad with feta, which was really delicious. And then I still had some feta around the house. So a couple of days ago I made a spinach and feta omelet, which was fabulous. So yeah, very Greek diner.
There was a protest about mask mandates. There's these crazy protesters that they're asking people to not wear masks. No mask on my child. I'm like, what the ever, dude?
Sure.
Stay away from me. Stay away from
Yeah.
me. Rob Morocco's birthday. He and
Mhm.
his mother were born on the same day.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that cool? Just me, Carol, Zoe, quiet birthday. My mom was born this day as well. That's really cool.
Beautiful.
Really cool. But they had chocolate
Hmm.
fudge cake.
Hmm.
I want to know where the cake came from. Did you bake the cake as fast as you can? That is so cool. So Carol, I'm curious, can you decorate cakes? Do you ever bake, Gary?
I have baked pies. I make a mean sweet potato pie.
Matt.
Um, I I I, uh, I bake cookies sometimes. I bake cookies on festive occasions. I don't have I ever baked a full-on cake. I can't remember for sure.
What's your
Uh,
go-to cookie?
well, I inherited from my mom, who inherited from her mom, these amazing hazelnut cookies, which are just basically hazelnut, um, sugar, and a little. I think they're flourless. What's the other ingredient? Um,
Sugar, hazelnuts, and something to.
Bind it. Yeah. Um, I'll dig up the recipe. Anyway, they're just these little like balls of hazelnutty goodness,
Oh, I bet
and
Rob Morocco would love those.
they're fantastic. Um, and I baked really nice. What are the little Italian cookies with pine nuts? Pinoles. Pinole cookies are really. I've made those, and I've made the classic thumbprint cookies with jam in them. Yeah, yeah,
Hey, I'm curious, Gary, on your phone, and I was
yes,
going to ask people, I think this would be a fun thing to ask people from now on. There's a lot of activity that happens on the show. People do a lot of walking in a day. So, on your iPhone, the little health monitor, the little heart icon,
yeah.
I'm curious how many steps you took today.
I have been neglecting checking those things. I probably took a lot of steps because my walk from the train station to Moderna Pizza was about half an hour, and then I walked back into town a little before I hailed my lift to the venue. I walked through a whole bunch of the Yale campus, which is beautiful. And so there's usually a fair amount of walking in my days, just because I live in New York for one thing, and I love to walk in New York. So now that I'm getting out more, but I don't really count steps. I should start.
It's fun. I'm just curious, anyone's steps. My steps tonight were, guess what? 11,172.
So got the 11s in there.
11,172. So, Gary, are we going to do a joint show from PITS? Jeff Metzger wants to know this.
Um, we are. I think we're awaiting word as to whether we are going to do the halftime show at PITS. Um, I am only scheduled to go the second weekend. I imagine maybe because it's spread out on a beach. David is going also the second weekend, so he and his wife are going. So we may get to do our show, put us in a tent or somewhere, or something. We'll figure that out. That should be really fun.
Yeah, and then Jeff will be down there too, so you guys can jump on something.
Awesome.
So I guess I need to ask you, I know what you had for lunch, dinner, but
Yes.
what are you doing next Saturday night?
Well, I almost wish I was going to be on a train to somewhere because this is so good. I can like those old Charles Kuralt on the road segments on CBS. I haven't looked at I think the guys are playing again next Saturday. I don't have the schedule right in front of me. Jeff Metzger could tell us where they're playing Saturday if he's watching. I can't remember exactly when they go into the Midwest time zone. I think I think they're still in Eastern time by next. I think they're in Indiana or so. They're somewhere still west of the cent or east of the central zone. So, that might modify my appearances somewhat. But the thing is, once we finish our halftime show, I can put the band on pause, do 11:11, and then go watch the rest of the set. It doesn't have to be linear for me.
Well, that's
So,
sweet of you.
needless to say, my top priority on Saturday night, and I trust it'll be the same next Saturday, is to be on 11:11 with Jenna.
Right on, right on, right on, right on, right on, right on. April. Hey, April. I'm wondering if all the boats, there's a big boat race right now happening, and they're all coming in at this. There's a big party here last
Mhm.
town. Those are some loud laughs. There's some happy people on that train.
Yeah, they're having a good time. They're having a good time. They're not bothering me though. I think they're with the show. I see some dead shirts on them.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So we can have them guest on 11:11.
Yeah, say hi. Hey, everybody.
They're
Do
fine.
you have any other plans to be in the city this week?
Let me see. Time is like so. Time is kind of pleasantly disorienting right now because there's a concert, there's a night off, there's two concerts, so I have to figure out, I have to thread the needle, figure out what's happening on the days off, if friends of mine are available to hang with on the days off, if there's music happening on the days off that I can jump into. Doing this was just a blast because like my night off was going to a show, which was great, because I can't go to the other I can't go to the shows that are my job. So
will you please tell everyone where you are again, because there's some new pop-ins on the show.
Okay, I am on a Metro North train between New Haven and Grand Central Terminal in New York. It is stopped between stations right now. Stratford, Connecticut is the next stop. And Stratford, of course, named after Stratford upon Avon in England. And there used to be an American Shakespeare Festival in Stratford, Connecticut. I went and saw Macbeth there when I was a young man. Yeah.
Did your parents take you to Shakespeare?
My parents, yes, they took me to plays quite a bit, and on Broadway. I think we only made that one trip to Stratford.
Yes, it's pretty awesome. Nice to see you today. I saw April Bruce in person today and met her cool daughter.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was like an actual 11:11 or in person.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Grace, but. Well, I'm getting a dog that's looking at me like, Mom, are we going outside before? It's been raining here. No rain there at all?
Well, we had, of course,
yeah.
the nightmare a couple of days ago, which I was amazingly, fortunately unscathed, except for some water in the basement, but it wasn't even, maybe an eighth of an inch and just puddles, not a lake. People had lake. And there was this horrible thing of two people drowning in an illegal basement apartment. And that was just a few blocks from me, so that was just horrifying and sobering. So that was, New York didn't get hit as hard as some places. Jersey had a combination of hurricane and tornadoes. But
those tornadoes are crazy. Well, now it's here. It's not here. It's not here like that, but it's raining here now.
Yeah, you're just getting the rain for the heavy winds have died down. It was very intense here. But the couple of days since have been utterly gorgeous. How the sky gets washed completely clear. Today in New Haven it couldn't have been more perfect weather, somewhere in the 70s and not humid and just glorious. I was really, another reason I was glad I made this trip, because I was going a little stir crazy.
You have a beautiful life, Gary Lambert.
I'm so damn lucky. I wonder how sometimes. I mean, I've got my problems. I'm not going to just empty my heart out here, but you know, I have my moments of downness. I don't have enough money. There's all that stuff. Uh, but uh, that's true of so many people. Um, but the things I've gotten to do are just, you know, beyond belief.
Thank you for sharing them with me, and thank you for sharing them all with us right now. This is really
Well,
exciting.
well, I love this. I love this little family gathered here, and I guess we're actually sort of at that time where we'd be saying goodnight anyway. We've actually made it through a whole show on the station and on the train. That's like,
So cool. Thank you so
it's
much.
fabulous. I really thought we would have. Yeah, I would have thought we would have lost reception by now.
It's
But
incredible.
I'm getting 5G all the way, and I've got 4 bars. You know, it's so
That's wild.
the miracle of modern technology. Yep.
Well, now you get to have a nice, relaxing ride and accomplish so much today, and then look forward to more tomorrow. How exciting tomorrow's going to be!
Yeah, a whole 2 shows, and I think maybe for the rest of the ride, I'll give a second listen to Stephen Bernstein's new album.
That cartoon, did you see that? That really.
Yes, I
Oh,
love it. I love it.
I need to share that because that's just epic. Just
I love those guys.
to see your
And
friend
yeah,
cartooned.
yeah. And Ben Porowski, the drummer, just went back to work in Hadestown on Broadway,
Yep.
along with other friends of mine. You know, Todd Sikafus is one of the
Creator.
musical orchestrators. Yeah,
Didn't he help write the music?
I can't remember if he was composer or I think he was maybe, yeah, co-composer.
An
And
old bass player of mine
yeah,
and an old drummer of mine are now Emmy Award winners,
that's right.
Tony
And
Award
Tony,
winners, Tony
yeah.
Award. Yeah.
Oh, I think the cast album won the Emmy Award too. So how amazing, how great.
Yeah. Their lives like went poof.
Yeah,
It's great.
and Marika Hughes on cello, who's an old friend as well. Yeah, it's fantastic. That's my next Broadway show. I was getting ready to go when everything shut down, so I'm gonna try to see that. It just reopened a couple of nights ago.
Yeah, I need to get in there and just go, hi Todd, hi Ben over there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
All right, brother. I got a little girl. She's ready to go outside.
All right, Pearl
Gotta
fan.
get her. Thank you, Gary Lambert. This is so
All
cool.
right, you know what? I'm going to.
Wait. They're so excited. Give them a minute. Sorry. It's a wild crowd.
Well,
Okay, sorry.
the 11:11 audience doesn't usually get to go on a train ride, so I totally. So what I'm going to do, just to like very quickly, I'm going to violate the mask protocol and go. Okay, back to the mask.
Thank you, Gary Lambert.
Love you.
Love you too, man. Gary Lambert, everybody. Hey, give me a letter.
J for J-Rad.
J-Rad. In Connecticut tonight. J-Rad. And Gary Lambert, oh, he is out of sight, and he is on the train on his way to Grand Central, NYC, and everybody knows you got it going on. So thank you very much. Oh, Rob Morocco, it's not your birthday anymore in real time, but all the time. Happy birthday to you too. Oh, I wish you all so much joy in your thoughts. And I wish you all so much jolliness in your words and in your heart. Let it be jumping from the start, but jumping in a happy way. So stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. Just stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. Thank you, Gary Lambert, for taking us on the train. And thank you all so much The end tonight. Oh, that's right. In Canada, your birthday's still going on. Everybody showing some birthday love to Rob Morocco. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Rob Morocco. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. See ya, Carol. See ya, April. See ya, Suzanne. See ya, Patty, and everybody. Shazam! I'm out of here. Thank you, Gary, and good morning to you and everybody. Have a great night. Bye. How hard? How hard, Gary Lambert?
Real hard.